Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone, and happy Sunday. Now, there is this new political party, DCP, that was started by none other than former William Ruto's deputy, Rigathi Gachagua. Now, with this party, they have a slogan, Sikiza Ground, and they have this sign as party name on Sikiza Ground. That is the name one. And so, we have William Ruto here, who maybe Gachagua identified his weakness. He don't listen to Kenyans. But Kenyans are communicating. If he don't listen, he will be forced to listen. Or else, the wave will sweep him away. Now, there are those who are telling William Ruto that you are just okay on the ground. There's no big issue. And remember, the treatment is updated to people like George Natembea and Peter Selassie, together with other leaders. Even Malala was tear gassed in Kakamega yesterday. So, there was this event in Nzoia, kule kwa George Natembea, in a ward called Kinyoro. Kinyoro is in Saboti constituency. And one of the MCS stood to speak. These are the people who are pushing for Ruto's agenda. Remember, Nzoia is in Rift Valley, and it is cosmopolitan. So when you want to understand the voice of Kenyans, go to a cosmopolitan, where none of the community is commanding. It is cosmopolitan. Every community is there. All Kenyans, Ukwewe Mkikuyu, Mjaluo, Mkamba, Meru, Mkale, everyone is in Nzoia. Saboti, wako huko wote. And so, this MC was speaking to nation at large, with all tribes listening. And the message was not well received. In fact, this is what they say, if I quote him in Swahili. Mimi nasema ya kwamba, tuombee William Samoei Ruto ikifika 2027, achaguliwe hadi 2032. Now, the audience was listening careful and keen to this area MCA. But when he mentioned 2027 and the name William Ruto, then the issue of prayer, that is where the audience erupted and disrupted his message. His message ended up in heckling and rejection. And this is the voice of the common mwananchi in Nzoia.
So mimi nataka kuomba ya kwamba ukiona kiongozi anakuja kutuambia tunataka tuchague huyu kwa sababu si kabila yetu. Sisi tunachagua kiongozi kulingana na sera zake na ile kazi anafanya. Si ndio jamani? Mimi sitaki kuongea kusini hapo. Mimi naeleza ya kwamba tuombee William Samoei Ruto ikifika 2027 Haya. Huyo ni mheshimiwa kipekee ambaye ni mwakilishi wa wodi ya Kinyoro. Na naomba tu wakaaji wa area hii tafadhali, wacha viongozi waongee hata kama na...
Why rejection of William Ruto at such a time in a cosmopolitan count like this one? Why are they rejecting William Ruto? Why are they so much uncomfortable with anything positive to do with Ruto, that prayer 2027? So you can't mention these two things, Ruto and 2027. If you are mentioning 2027, it should be one term. So with all this rejection, people are wondering why all this. We want to look into that, but before we go deep into the discussion, I have a very quick and humble request. For those who are watching this channel and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to our discussion. Now, Imagine if you are a William Ruto supporter, you want to defend your seat. Then you go to an area, you are selling William Ruto agenda, then you are heckled and silenced in the manner in which this area MCA has been subjected to. Will you continue to push for that? If this area MCA will go to another place, then again sell the same agenda, then receive the kind of reaction from the audience like this. Again, you go to another place, you are treated to the same. You do it for 3 times. The 4th time, do you think that this MCA, if he is interested in being re-elected, will continue to push for agenda William Ruto? I think now you can understand where we are going to. What am I saying? Come 2027, William Ruto will lack people to help him with his campaign on the ground. Everyone will shut up from selling the agenda William Ruto. It will even go down that William Ruto will lack agent on the ground to defend his votes. Because if you have a member of parliament or a person interested in vying for a member of parliament, a senator, a governor, and even the president, you will need someone down there. Kwa mfano, unataka ugavana, you are interested in that seat. You will need to have some people who are vying for MCA to help you to sell that agenda because they are on the ground. So you need several people interested in MCA so that as they sell the agenda, they will be selling your agenda. Munasaidiana hivyo. It is the same thing for the president. You will need a person interested in vying for an MP seat, MCA seat, and even a governor and a senate to help you with that campaign. Because you can't be everywhere every time. But imagine your team is already in a fragile situation like this. Your team is already being humiliated. They will not push for your agenda. I know most of politicians, their interest comes first. And so, if this guy is interested in elective position, you drop this heavy baggage of William Ruto and you remain yourself. So he will need to go and rebrand himself, then sell his agenda as an individual and not as a package of Ruto and him in the same sentence. This package is not going to work. So this guy will need to go and repackage. Remove William Ruto. Then move forward. Hapo ndio mambo imefika sasa. So Ruto is going to lack key people to help him with this campaign. Unless if these people are not interested in elective seats, and how will it work? Wewe your opponent hako na watu wanasema wanataka UMCA, ugavana, ubunge, usenator, woman rep. Na wewe wale wako side yako, they are not buying for anything. Who is the audience going to trust? So this is now the new norm. Saboti is the area where we have the ODM MP. And this area has been in opposition for very long. But some MCS also have been there within that sub-count who are pro-government. But going forward, they will have no space. The first reason for this is a failed government, non-performing government. That's why I said these people will not manage to carry this burden of Ruto. The government is not performing. It has failed. People are feeling being so much oppressed. They can't associate themselves with such an oppressor. The only thing people will do to an oppressor is to protest. And I told you, in 2027, the challenge Ruto will have is that people are going with the idea that they are going to protest on ballot. They are going to cast a protest vote. Saboti is speaking to that. Huku ni wakale Buhamisi, bunge wa Saboti. And this is among the leaders who have planned a sense of political direction among the masses, that this government is one of the worst government ever. And you can see the results on the ground. When William Ruto ordered the arrest of George Natembeya, they put him on handcuff. Then you are going to the same county to sell agenda William Ruto. It will not be received very well. Those who sympathize with Natembeya will reject William Ruto. Those who sympathize with Natembeya are going to protest against anyone selling agenda William Ruto. And already you can see on the ground, that is akin to a protest. It is a pure protest. And that's the situation. Sasa watu wakisema kwamba sikiza ground inasema nini? Ground imesema in Kinyoro, Nzoia County, in Saboti, that Ruto Tawe. So Natembeya has been planting a sense of political direction among the masses. Na huku ni cosmopolitan. Hatuwezi sema ni Waluya. Kila mtu ako huku. Wanasema Ruto Tawe. I don't know your views, but please let us meet in the comment section to continue with this discussion. Thank you so much, and see you in our next video.